so much taller than I am. I'm tiny.
How tall are you? 5'10"?
Yeah. I don't know how genuine to take this. Is you're like
just keep it light.
A therapy coach, you know? So you're like mental health coach. You're like,
former.
Do you really feel like I'm above average, or are you just trying to say that because you know I'm messed up in the head?
Who are you really?
I don't even know.
I don't know. Help me.
All right, welcome to episode 2. This is Cory Schmidgall, and he is helping me build all those strength numbers. So he's hanging out in the garage, doing some coaching, and gonna tell you a little bit about who he is.
Pretend like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what I was doing.
An expert. He's an expert.
No.
He had great dreams of being in the NFL.
Yeah.
It was really close.
That was really close. Yeah. And then after that I started spending some time getting strong. I was obsessed with strength. Even though my body was all banged up from football and whatnot. Yeah. And so I went into benching is my main thing. Ended up getting some injuries and having some surgeries, and I just like to study it in general.
Minor injuries
like
broken spine.
Broke my neck. I had my neck done twice and got metal hips and all that fun stuff. But I study that just kind of as a hobby and a passion. And he was talking about wanting to do this crazy goal of what's the guy's name that did it?
Adam Klink.
And there's been some more people that have done it, and so he's like, oh sweet, I mean, if you need any help, let me know. And the next day he was like, can you send me a squat program? I'm like, sure. And so we've been kind of testing that out. But as far as my history, I played sports for quite a long time. I was an NFL free agent for a while. I did some kickboxing, Muay Thai kickboxing. That's why my nose is crooked. Broke my nose twice.
We'll zoom in on that.
That was funny. I'm just going to tell the story anyways. We had these MMA guys come up from Pat Miletich. He was big back in the early 2000s for MMA. He's still a legend in the sport, but they came up and they were sparring with us.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, hey, get in the ring with Kevin and kind of show him some things. And I was like, boom, boom. I was like, oh my God, just blood everywhere. I'm not doing that again. He was 175-pound fighter.
Cory looks big and mean and angry, but he really
I'm a
isn't.
soft. I used to be mean and angry, but then I got my stuff figured out. After that, I went into doing P90X and home workouts and whatnot. And then I had some really strong neurological issues with my neck that we didn't know what it was, but and so I searched fitness and broken neck, and then Miranda Oladroyd, her story came up.
Yeah.
It's Miranda Alcaraz now, Street Park.
Yep.
And so then I tried CrossFit, and the rest is history.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
I need to take my shirt off more, maybe.
I mean, I would watch that. So just stay right, put your feet underneath your shoulders. So think back and down, you're just gonna create a shelf here.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
More there.
Yeah. You want your shoulders. It's like you're trying to bend the bar.
Right.
But because all it does is get your chest out too.
Right.
That automatically just makes you go up and down straighter. There you go. Good. Oh, you okay? That's more like what mine sound like. Keep that toe in though, slightly. There it is. Nice. You're looking good, dude.
Oh, dang it.
You're good. Focus on that breath, big deep breath in. Exhale. There you go. Exhale.
Exploding? Because I think that's it's I can get into this.
Tempo.
Yeah, I get out of tempo.
Yeah.
And then when you get in the bottom, you're
Yeah. Just think of exploding out of the bottom, every time.
Yeah.
Not necessarily with your breath or but just think, I need to push as hard as I can.
Yep.
Or contract as hard as I can when I get to the top. There's a couple of things in there. But like I said, the movement all looks good. And as far as this being, that was your 4th set, and the last rep of your 4th set was a little harder.
Yep.
Which means that you're getting pretty strong.
Okay.
So we want to tell them what we're doing.
Yeah, we should tell them what we're doing.
So 13 weeks of squatting. Basically what we're doing is trying to see how your response to this level of volume. It's 4 days a week, basically a small lot of programming at 360 max.
Yep.
Estimate. I'm guessing 75 pounds for an increase, but that's just because like your athletic age isn't very high.
Over the 13.
13, yeah. I think this first one, so you're at 360, you'd probably be like 380, 385.
Yep.
But then, so it's at 6 week test?
Yep.
And then the next 7 weeks, I would say another 25 to 30 pounds.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting, like I said, to see like how this volume affects you and if we need to pull back or, I doubt we would go any more than 4 days a week.
Yeah. It's gonna be.
I mean, I still like you. So.
I mean, I guess if we get towards the end of the year and we have to.
Yeah.
Then we do. But.
No, I think like now is when we put in a lot of volume, and then the rest of the year will be perfecting technique.
Yeah.
And then testing the limits of like your 1 rep, like getting to 90-95%
Well,
at 1 or 2 reps.
Clink, he was at 485. That was interesting, his ebook. So he was at 485 and a 548 mile or something when he decided to do it. He just went out and tested it.
Yeah.
So
well, he didn't train for it.
He trained for 10 weeks from that day.
Oh, okay.
So like he decided to do it,
and then 10
he
weeks.
tested it,
Got
I was
it.
like, here's
Got
my
it.
stuff. And then he did 10
Okay,
weeks.
I thought you were like, no, this is where he's at. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go do it today.
No, but like that was where his numbers were at when he decided to do it.
Yeah.
So it was funny because I messaged the guy.
Yeah.
I was asking him for some tips and he's like, well, I just do my 10-week program.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think you understand the difference here. Like, I have to add 140 pounds to my back squat. And so then he was saying that this is and what we're doing is the right way to do it. But
And so we'll need to keep an eye on like how you respond to the squatting volume on top of the running. But are you're doing the pull-ups too, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing for that? You know yet?
Usually I've been doing just 5 strict pull-ups in between each set of back
I was
squat.
going to recommend strict.
Yeah,
Do
instead of just doing a bunch of strict.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's the one I'm not worried about. Like
your grip is going to be the thing that you worry about.
Right. Heck yeah. Cory's actually the one who got me to do CrossFit as well.
The first day he came, I think we did 200 lunges.
It was a park workout.
Yeah.
Just down the road from my house.
I remember watching, I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for him. This is his first time.
I didn't come back for a year.
I know.
I did the workout. Everybody's like, hey, let's have a team photo. And I'm like, I'm walking home because I think I'm going to throw up. Like, I was like, I think I'm dying right now.
He was like,
and so I'm like walking, and everyone's like, David, where are you going? And I'm like,
I'm like, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to see him again.
And I literally, it took me a year. I didn't come back for a whole year. I was like,
yeah, you weren't there, but we had stations.
yeah.
And you had to lunge to each station around Green River Park. Like,
lunges.
He was walking back, I'm like, I'm never going to see that guy again.
And then it was like box jumps onto the bleachers and an overhead carry. And I think the biggest thing, because like I'm a stubborn, pig-headed male, like my pride hurts so bad because all the women there were doing way heavier than me and like doing actual like push-ups, and I'm like having to go to my knees.
Yeah.
And so like it took me a year to recognize that I'd have to get over.
Well, you should know that about yourself.
I learned that about myself.
So all I did is I went, put a little seed in you, and then blossom.
Awesome. Where can people find you?
I'm right here. I'm not great at hide and seek, as you can tell. I'm right here.
You're not. All right.
Hey, Haley, wait, aren't you going to be on? Come on.
Haley. All right. Let's bring on the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He's going to shut it off.